Omrejana timrandasya chinonsana shlaka. Shakshun militam yena tasmai shri gurave namah. Amo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paskachai Desatani. So I'm happy to be with you. I first would like to speak about the purpose of our meetings. That to make spiritual advancement, we need the association of devotees. Without association of devotees, we cannot not make spiritual advancement. It's not possible. That and if we associate with devotees, we have to cultivate friendship, that we get to know each other. That is very important, because when you are cultivating friendship, you will be able to confidentially and more deeper share Krishna consciousness, reveal your mind, and hear another devotee revealing his mind and discussing the scriptures, especially in the beginning, nectar of instruction, and after that, the Bhagavad Gita, the basic principles of Bhagavad Gita, and discuss it amongst yourself. That discuss how to bring all these aspects we are discussing here in Nectar Instruction, how to bring that in practice in your life, and share what you see as obstacles and how to overcome these obstacles. That's the first phase of making spiritual advancement. And then the next step is encourage each other in the practice. It's called sadhana. That and discuss how to progress in sadhana, and especially how to deepen the quality of your practice. That and practice together also regularly. That and that must lead to a higher level in which you serve together. That and also engage in Srila Prabhupada's mission. That because it's the purpose to come to the level of pure devotional service. I was thinking maybe when I'm in Deland, we can all meet together and discuss this further. But now let's go further. Let's discuss further Nectar of Instruction, verse 2. So another impediment is prajalpa, unnecessary talking. When we mix with a few friends, we immediately begin unnecessary talking, sounding just like croaking toads. If we must talk, we should talk about the Krishna consciousness movement. Those outside of the Krishna consciousness movement are interested in reading heaps of newspapers, magazines, and novels, solving crossword puzzles, and doing many other nonsensical things. In this fashion, people simply waste their valuable time and energy. In the Western countries, old men retired from active life play cards, fish, watch television, and debate about useless socio-political schemes. All these and other frivolous activities are included in the Prajalpa category. Intelligent persons interested in Krishna consciousness should never take part in such activities. So this is Prajalpa. Once when Srila Prabhupada arrived in Los Angeles, he saw that all old men were playing with balls and or playing chess and other things. And he became angry. He said, "Why are they wasting their time?" So the essence here is that now we have got the human form of life. We have got higher intelligence. And this human life is a chance to get out of this cycle of birth and death by cultivating Krishna consciousness. And all these worldly things and this so-called news every day, it's about this temporary world, and we will soon be out of this body. And how will this help us? On the contrary, it brings our consciousness down to the body concept of life, to the mode of passion and ignorance. That's so better to hear about Krishna and the Krishna conscious movement. That when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he, at a certain moment, he was he wanted to publish a daily newspaper. That someone came to Maharaj and said, "You want to publish a daily newspaper, but what is there to write? That what are you going to write about? What news is there?" That and Maharaj said, "This material world is 1/4 of everything that exists. 3/4 is the spiritual world. So in this material world is already so much news that. So what to say about the spiritual world? No problem to publish 10 newspapers every day. And we see that also if you look at Srila Prabhupada's books. We need a lifetime to study them practically. If we want to study them deep, it takes a lifetime to understand everything, and so much news that so we should fill our day not with these useless activities of hearing the mundane news, what's going on, and the political fights, and that will not help us. So that it requires for us a change of lifestyle. That when you chant japa, leave your mobile phone aside, put it off or put it on flight mode. And certainly what's poison is all this Facebook, X, and all these things. Don't engage in these things. I've seen many times devotees use Facebook, and then there's criticism of devotees on Facebook. This is offensive. That it's a source of offenses, mostly. That it cannot be controlled. That in so many sensual things are there. It's very dangerous for your consciousness. It brings you anxiety, that's all. And to chant, we must concentrate and avoid all this unnecessary anxiety. So this prajalpa is a very important item to avoid in devotional service, that especially we should avoid criticism of other devotees, because when we chant, the first stage is the apparat state. And when we chant with an offensive mentality toward devotees, towards Krishna, towards the scriptures, and so on, our spiritual advancement is practically blocked. So therefore, avoiding this prajalpa is very important. The next item is jhana sangha. We should avoid associating with persons not interested in Krishna consciousness. So jhana sangha refers to associating with persons not interested in Krishna consciousness. One should strictly avoid such association. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has therefore advised us to live only in association of Krishna conscious devotees, bhakta sanivas. One should always engage in the service of the Lord in the association of the Lord's devotees. Association with those engaged in a similar line of business is very conducive to the advancement in that business. Consequently, materialistic persons form various associations and clubs to enhance their they form various associations and clubs to enhance their endeavors. For example, in the business world, we find such institutions as a stock exchange and chamber of commerce. Similarly, we have established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness to give people an opportunity to associate with those who have not forgotten Krishna. This spiritual association offered by our ISKCON movement is increasing day by day. Many people from different parts of the world are joining this society to awaken their dormant Krishna consciousness. So this is essential, that we need to plan our day that we have association with devotees. In this modern world, it becomes more and more complicated because we are living far from each other. And formerly it was simple, you go every day to the temple. And we see also in many parts of the world, devotees, they plan or they move close to the temple so that they can come every day to the temple and do some service. So that this is an important association, that because it is by association that we are enabled to make spiritual advancement. Alone, practicing Krishna consciousness is practically not possible. It will be very, very difficult because Maya, the spiritual energy, is very strong. Maya will not let you do, will try to impede your activities. Why? Because when one practices Krishna consciousness, one starts to chant Hare Krishna and engage in different various forms of devotional service, like as deity worship and hearing of Prabhupada's lectures, reading Prabhupada's books, offering prasad to Krishna, then we are declaring war with Maya. And Maya is very strong. Mama Maya Durajaya, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that This Maya, or this material energy of mine, is very difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me, they can easily overcome this material energy. Surrendering meaning follow Krishna's instructions and instructions of the spiritual master. And the essence of these instructions is explained here. So we should always plan every day to have association with devotees. Association in devotees can take place in various ways. At the moment, we are all at different places and we are associating with each other. So therefore it's so important that we continue this Sangha and associate with each other, even if it's via the internet. But this association is very important. The material energy is very strong. And my Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Maharaj, used to say that if you take a bunch of wooden stick, if they are all together, many sticks, it's difficult to break. So, but if you have one small stick, it's easy to break. So, if we are in association of devotees, practicing together Krishna consciousness, discussing about Krishna, serving about Krishna, hearing about Krishna, cooking for Krishna, the preparing the programs in the temple, worship the deity. In association of devotees, we are always protected against Maya. If you chant your rounds in the morning, if it's in association with devotees, you will find it's much more easier than chanting alone. So this principle is very important. Plan your life that you have association with devotees. You can have meetings via the internet. You can go to the temple. You can also call devotees individually and discuss and associate that. So this is important, that devotees in that way they cultivate friendship. Because we are impure, sometimes we have some struggles in that cultivation of friendship. But as we make advancement, this we become free from envy and attachment, and then these relationships becomes very relishable because Krishna is in the center. Srila Prabhupada writes, like businessmen, they come together and they exchange gifts. Sometimes they go together to the restaurant, they invite each other to discuss confidentially how to advance in the business. We need to do the same thing with Krishna in the center. Our business is to become Krishna conscious. We come together, we discuss. So this association is essential. That Jagadananda Pandit was one of the confidential associates of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. That factually was a reincarnation of Satyabham, one of the main queens of Dwarka. And he had a very intimate relationship with Lord Chaitanya. And Jagadananda Pandit, he wrote a book, and Prema Vivarta. And this Prema Vivarta is all about association of devotees. It discusses association of devotees and how to associate with devotees. And in this Prema Vivarta, he makes it very clear that if you don't chant your rounds, your japa, the Hare Krishna mantra in association of devotees, it's very difficult to make spiritual advancement. He says it's practically impossible to become Krishna conscious. So therefore, taking association of devotees is so important that we at least once a week come to the temple and chant and serve together. This is this moments of association of devotees are very, very valuable. And therefore, it is said in the scriptures, in the Bhagavatam, even a moment of association of devotees can give you liberation. Of course, there it's spoken with the pure devotees of the Lord. But we have seen that all the Prabhupada disciples have associated with Srila Prabhupada, and they, just by association with him, they gave up their bad habits, and they were put on the path um, of the path of liberation. So we should avoid association with worldly people. We have the next paragraph. Can someone read this paragraph, which is on the screen now?
Yes, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur writes in his Anuvritti commentary that too much endeavor to acquire knowledge on the part of mental speculators or dry philosophers fails within the category of atyahara. Collecting more falls within the category of atyahara, collecting more than needed. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the endeavor of philosophical speculators to write volumes of books on dry philosophy, devoid of Krishna consciousness, is entirely futile. The work of karmis who write volumes of books on economic development also falls within the category of atyahara. Similarly, those who have no desire for Krishna consciousness and who are simply interested in possessing more and more material things, either in the shape of scientific knowledge or monetary gain, are included under the control of atyahara.
Mm-hmm. So that desire to accumulate things, we should be very careful with, because we are losing our time. We have seen also in ISKCON many write books but are they qualified to write books? That we have Srila Prabhupada's books. These are pure. No need to have so many volumes of books. That especially not the books devoid of Krishna consciousness. If we practice devotional service in the association of devotees, then you lose your taste for reading all the other books and all the other things. I've seen many devotees who start Krishna consciousness and they throw out all other books and they keep only the books of Srila Prabhupada. That is good. Of course, you may need to read books for your work or so that's okay, but not books to get into speculation and so on. that you have many books about yoga, but no one knows the goal of yoga. Goal of yoga is Shitatmana Pasantasma Paramatma Samaita, is to become peaceful and find Krishna in your heart. That's the goal of yoga. But they write about so many things that and books about economic development, that yeah, how to organize your life to get the best sense gratification with the least endeavor, that how to enjoy more and more in this world. This is all atyahara. We need to give that up, that because it will fuel your desire, your worldly desires. That and we have to get this down. That because the more material desires we cultivate, the more we become complicated in this world, and the more difficult it becomes to cultivate Krishna consciousness. That so yes, we should not be interested to cultivate more than we need. At every moment, you can have to leave this body. That when you get older, you become more and more aware of that. So many of my age of younger as already, I see the devotees that I know, they already passed away. That it can happen at every moment. That if we see the broader picture, that that we are eternal, that then we lose our interest of this temporary, the temporary desires, just to give pleasure to temporary body and mind, which you will lose soon. So it's childish. It is for people who don't have intelligence. That, but if you have a desire to advance in Krishna consciousness, we need to give this up. That that also the desire to get more and more mundane knowledge. That or how to speculate on the stock market. That's all atyahara, and that we need to give up. So that is what I could say on this. Are there any questions so far? Especially questions on how can I apply this in my life? That what are the challenges that I need to overcome? So please, that any questions? That, I think we have covered some important points. It is not the purpose of our meetings to cover as much as possible of this book, but really to go deep. These discussions are different from the Nectar of Instruction course. That's very superficial in comparison what we are doing here. That we really contemplate how to get deeper into this and practice this. Good. Yes, Sharon.
Maharaj, what?
Yeah. Good. I have to leave for the airport now. But I think it's important we come together every week, and it gives you food for thoughts and how to reorganize your life. And you will see, if you do, you will benefit unlimitedly. A little advancement in Krishna consciousness makes you more peaceful, tolerant, and happy. So, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see you probably on Saturday for the Srimad Bhagavatam class.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Sorry
Hare Krishna.
that I have to leave because I have to catch a flight. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, wish you happy journey.
Jai
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada.
Jai
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Indonesian Bhakti Prabhu Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai.